The U.S. Coast Guard offloaded a record-setting amount of cocaine and marijuana at Port Everglades on Thursday. This topping our stories making national news this morning. The crew of the coast cutter James brought in approximately 59,700 pounds of cocaine and approximately 1,400 pounds of marijuana. The illegal narcotics are worth more than $1.4 billion and are the largest drug offload in Coast Guard history. The drugs were seized during several interdictions in the Eastern Pacific and Caribbean Sea during a 3-month period.
The Michigan Air National Guard tests its abilities to land on roads designed for cars and trucks. The tests were conducted Thursday morning on a closed section of Michigan Highway near the Alpena Combat Readiness Training Center. A total of 6 planes were scheduled to land and take off from Highway 32. An Air Force colonel says this is believed to be the first time in history that modern Air Force aircraft have intentionally landed on a civilian roadway on U.S. soil.
Well, Olympic gymnasts Simone Biles and Jordan Childs are back home. The pair arriving to a hero's welcome at Houston's George Bush Intercontinental Airport on Thursday, with dozens of adoring fans going wild as Biles and Childs walked off the plane. The women were then greeted parade style in their hometown of Spring, Texas. Signs were put up around the community in anticipation of that celebration, and the women earned silver medals as part of the U.S.'s team's all-around competition. Biles also won bronze for her performance on the balance beam.
Well, we're awaiting the July jobs report this morning, and economists fear America is an economic slump as employees head back to work and children head back to school. NBC's Tracy Potts has more with our outlook this morning.
This morning, the Labor Department reports how many Americans are unemployed. ADP says companies created just over half the jobs economists predicted last month. The COVID Delta variant has prompted an economic slowdown as more companies delay bringing employees into the office. Health officials are concerned parents going back to work could spread the virus to children in school.
There is no question we're going to see outbreaks in schools with this Delta variant. The question is how many and how big will they get?
Today, the federal government launches a week of action to keep students safe.
I want to work with Texas. I want to work with Florida. I want to make sure those students have access to in-person learning.
The government is prioritizing booster shots now for people with compromised immune systems.
Immunocompromised individuals are vulnerable. It is extremely important for us to move to get those individuals their boosters.
The FDA has not required boosters yet, but Moderna now joins Pfizer, predicting everyone will need one.
Our vaccine is holding up well against the variants of concern, including Delta, but we just don't know how long that will last.
With deaths, infections, and hospitalizations up 40%, the Biden administration is supporting companies that require workers to get vaccinated. Tracy Potts, NBC News.